Good morning. Right. So I told you database connections. So one connection, one type of connection. So I told you. So we need to discuss what is the architecture of the JDBC connections and what are all the drivers required for the particular connection. That is what we need to discuss. And first one already I told you. Now the second one, this driver uses Java classes to generate the platform specific code. So this driver, what will happen? So some of the drivers required. That is the difference between Windows operating system and Unix operating system. There what happened? No need to install any separate drivers for the particular software. But here the drivers also we need to install it. So everywhere we have to install the drivers. So whatever we have did the lab programs till now, it was not required any drivers. Now whenever we are doing the database connections, actually yesterday I tried it. So some of the commands are working, one or two commands are not working. Probably anyway, once it is completed this connections, then we have to see that one only. Let us see that one. I will show you practically how to write the commands, how to insert the values, how to execute, how to update or delete. So one or one some of the commands I told you, I'll create some of the tables and I'll try to execute particular commands. That we'll see it probably tomorrow or day after tomorrow it will come. We'll see that one. So before that, what are all required for the database connections? What are all the drivers required? What are all the classes required? What are all the methods required? That we need to learn it. That's all. Once we know this, we can execute it. Only thing is some of the procedures we need to follow. That procedures listen carefully when I'm giving the database connections. That's all. Once you learn that, you can write it this also. But anyway, basics are required for us to write a program database connections. Let us see the what are the basics required. So what I told you, this driver uses Java classes to generate the platforms. So this is the platform. It will be creating the platform for us to write the specific code. So code is only understood by the specific DBMS. The manufacturer of the DBMS provides both Java and native code drivers. So manufacturers will be providing both. So either Java or native code drivers and API classes. So the J2W components can generate the platform specific code. So some of the specific codes will be created there. So manufacturers also are provided some of the specific codes that I will show you when I'm giving the connections. That means what? So directly also we can execute like SQL what you have done it, and through programming also. That is what the differences we can see that one. So here is the disadvantage of the driver is the loss of the some probabilities of the code. So drivers, suppose if it is something happens, if it is loses, we try to reinstall that one. The API classes for this driver probably won't work with the another manufacturers of the DBMS. So here is what all the drivers is required for the particular that one. The same drivers we need to install it. If it is a manufacturer's different, for example you have Sun Microsystems, some other things, so which one you are using, the same thing we need to utilize the drivers, then only it will work. So probably it may not work other companies drivers, so that we have to install which one is required for us, which one is required for your systems. We have to do it properly. That is what the drivers important. So when we are getting, even if you install some others also, it will show the errors when you are compiling or whenever you are running the programs. So read that what mistakes you are getting. First line only it will be displaying there when you are executing the programs. Based on that you try to install the drivers. Next one is the architecture of the JDBC drivers or native API. Second one, you have the Java applications. We have Java applications. Another one is called the JDBC APIs you are having. So JDBC connections, APIs will be there. All APIs will be installed anyway in your softwares. So native or API drivers. So this is the API driven will be there. So that means what, somebody is there is required to give the connections between front end to server. So here is the native of the APIs, like server it will be working. So database connections, it is here. Database stored the informations in the database. That is what the JDBC drivers. So you have the Java applications, whatever we are doing, programs, whatever we are doing the problems, whatever we are solving the problems, that one only. So APIs will be there, interfaces, connection purpose, and native API driver. So this one is, you can consider as the servers, and native APIs. So server, this one is the native API servers and database connections. So this is what the examples of the type 2 drivers is nothing but the OCI, that is nothing but the Oracle call interface driver. So this is the driver required when you are using these connections. Oracle call interface drivers. WebLogic OCI driver code. OCI is nothing but the Oracle call interface. Type 2 is nothing but driver for the Sybase. So one company probably may be using one database. So that particular database, what all the drivers are required, we need to install it. Then we have to give the connection between front end and back end. That I will tell you how to give the connections and how to take the properties and how to copy into your programs. Simple, only 2 commands we have to execute it, and that path you have to copy it and we have to paste it in your program. That I'll tell you. So this is what the type 2. So type 2 is nothing but what? So what are the drivers is required for the particular programs. So particular manufacturer only is providing the drivers. So try to install the same manufacturers what all you are using, that one only. So probably may not be working for other companies drivers if you are trying to install in your systems. So that may not be working. It will show the error once again. So this is what the architecture, and we'll move to the third one. So third one is here is, it is also referred to as the Java protocols. So it's a referred for the Java protocol, is the most commonly used for the JDBC drivers. So normally we'll use this one only. JDBC drivers is required. So JDBC drivers, we have to install drivers. That means what? So go for the Google and type it, and we'll get the drivers and you can install it even if it is not available in your softwares. So this converts SQL queries into JDBC formatted statements. So this drivers, what will happen in this one is nothing but they convert the SQL queries into JDBC formatted statements. So if the required format will be converted, this drivers, then only your program will be working. So next one is called the JDBC formatted statements are translated into the format required by the DBMS. So JDBC format, what will be happening? Statements are translated into the format required by the DBMS. So SQL queries will be converted to JDBC formatted statements, and JDBC formatted statements will be translated like formatted queries of the DBMS. So that is what the way of working the JDBC drivers. So JDBC drivers, when you install this one, SQL queries converts to JDBC formatted statements, and JDBC formatted statements translates to the required, which way is required for the DBMS. That way it will be converted and it will be given supplied to the DBMS. So IDS drivers is required for this type 3, and another one is called the WebLogic RMI server is required. So IDS drivers is required, WebLogic RMI server is required. These are all the 2 things is required for the type 3. So type 3 is nothing but what? So it's like a protocol will be working, and once you install the JDBC drivers, what will happen? SQL commands queries will be converted to the JDBC formatted statements, and JDBC formatted statements converts are translated into the DBMS formatted way. That is what the JDBC drivers for the third one. This is what you have to remember. Next one is called the type 3 JDBC drivers, all Javas or net protocol drivers. So here is what will happen. Java applications, JDBC APIs will be there here. JDBC APIs and type 3 drivers and net common protocols will be there. So common protocol will be working for the connection purpose. This one API to servers. So either you can call it as type 3 drivers or net common protocols. So middleware components will be there, that is called the servers, and server will be backside will be there database. So through server we will be accessing the DB database. So that already you have learned it. And next one is called the last one, JDBC drivers. Let us see this one. So type 3 database driver, DBMS drivers is nothing but, this is also known as the type 4 database protocols, and this driver is similar to the type 3. This is almost like type 3 server. So JDBC driver, except SQL queries are translated into the formatted required by the DBMS. So SQL queries translated into the formatted required by the DBMS directly. So previous slides what we have seen, SQL queries will be translated the JDBC. So here what we have done is SQL commands will be converted to the JDBC. So now here is what will happen, directly SQL queries are translated into the formatted required by the DBMS. So SQL queries do not need to be converted to JDBC formatted systems. So here in this case what will happen, SQL queries do not need to be converted to the JDBC formatted systems. So JDBC drivers directly SQL commands whatever you are supporting directly will be converted formatted way. Which format is required, that formatted will be converted in type 4. That's what the last class also we were telling something. Versions, whenever we are updating the versions, so easiest way, how to make the easiest way. So maybe initially database connections we were struggling, so now advanced one is, it is easy. Advanced versions are easy. Probably you have to follow 2 to 3 steps to give the connections, how it will be working, then we can see it. So now let us see, this one is nothing but directly SQL queries translated into the formatted required by the DBMS directly. So type 3, one more is required, JDBC. So here is SQL queries do not need to be converted to the JDBC formatted systems. So type 3 is required, but type 4 is not required. Directly you will be converted SQL queries to DBMS formatted way. So this is fastest way to communicate SQL queries to the DBMS, obviously. So instead of following 3 steps, whenever you are following 2 steps, so execution will be fast automatically. So this JDBC in between one more is not required. Directly Java application will be there, JDBC APIs will be there, and thin or type 4 drivers, that is called the, you have the server directly, and have protocols, using the protocols database connections will be there, and we can access the data from the database from server. So that is what the fourth one. So first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. So normally we need to concentrate third and fourth one only. So which one we are using, the fourth one. So the differences one by one, what are all the drivers is required. So second one RMI and NCA, this one is required drivers, and third one directly once you install this one, automatically what will happen, JDBC to SQL commands to JDBC, JDBC or which format is required by the DBMS will be given. And fourth one is nothing but what, directly SQL commands to DBMS format, which way is required, that way will be supplied directly SQL commands. That is what will be supporting the server in type 4. Okay, so the next one is called the thin driver for Oracle from Oracle Corporation. So this drivers will be available from the Oracle corporations and WebLogic, MySQL server for SQL server from BEA systems. So that is called the system names. These are all the drivers, examples for the type 4 driver. So now Java packages. So what are the packages is required when you are implementing JDBC connections? So some of the packages also required, some of the methods required, some of the classes required, that we have to see it. Once we read all those things, then we can go for the example programs. Like the first one is called the JDBC API is contained into two packages. Contain the two packages. One is called java.sql, another one is called the javax.sql. These are all the two packages are required to implement JDBC connections. The first one is called the contains core Java data objects of the JDBC APIs. That is what the contains core Java data objects. Whenever you are using the contain the core database, when a core objects, Java objects, data objects, whenever you are using, this is required. This includes Java data objects. So Java SQL packages, this one is required the data objects that provide the basics for the connecting to the DBMS. So once you include the classes objects, that will be provide the basics for the connecting to the DBMS and interacting with the data stored. So this one will be interacting with the data stored DBMS. It is the part of the J2SE, J2W, so that is spelling with mistakes, and J2W. So J2W is here, first one is nothing but the SQL. So basics core Java's objects, whatever it is required, that it will be created for the connection purpose DBMS, and it will be interacted with the data stored in the DBMS. Automatically it will be interacted with this, and it is part of the J2W. So what you have to do is, and that I'll tell you after these packages what are the steps is required to connect the DBMS. Next is JavaX SQL. This one is nothing but the is in the J2W javax.sql package or Java data objects that interact with the Java naming and directory name interface. So JNDI is nothing but what? Java naming and directory interface. Java naming and directory interface, JNDI. So, and Java data objects that manage the connections, pooling among other advanced JDBC features. So here is what will happen: Java x.sql, all advanced versions will be supporting in J2WE. Java x.sql is nothing but what? Advanced. Java SQL is nothing but what? Basics. Basic data objects. Once you create this, how to give the connections, how to access the database. That is what the first one. And the second one is nothing but the what? The advanced versions. Advanced versions packages, whatever it is required, the objects. For that, it will be giving the connections and will be accessing the database. That is what the Java x.sql. Now, normally Java.sql packages. So Java.sql packages is also known as the JDBC API. So we can call it as called the JDBC APIs. Next one is called the, this package includes what and all it is required included: interfaces, methods to perform JDBC core operations. So what we told is last normally objects of that one for the basics one. So it is included when we interfaces also required, interfaces, methods, performs of the JDBC core operations. This is what included in this. And the third one is called the classes in java.sql packages can be categorized into. So this is all the categories. What is that one? The first one is called the connection management. So normally we'll use the CM dot, database access DA, data types DT, database management metadata. So that is called the DM. Exceptions and warnings. So EW. So these are all the objects we can create, and we can use the basics of the objects, interfaces, methods in java.sql. So these are all the things we are accessing: CM, DA, DT, DM, EW. Next one is Java connections, managements, classes and interfaces. Connections, manage classes and interfaces. So what will happen here? Classes and interfaces, what it will, java.sql.connection. So when you are using classes and interfaces, we have to use this one, java.sql.connection, java.sql.driven, java.sql driven manager. This is the what is required. This is what the Java, a bit we can say the disadvantages. So whenever you are using some of the methods or interfaces, we have to install mini packages. We have to download the mini package, then only it will be working. Maybe higher versions they may be avoiding that one, or what, we have to see. So once editor is available, so we can be able to write any type of the programs. But in this case, we have to import AWT whenever you are using the drawings, AWT. So like this, many packages we need to install languages. So Parsint, if you want some of the packages, you have to download it in Parsint. So DBMS database connections, you want some of the packages is required. Again, in that, interfaces, methods, construct, whatever it is required, some of the packages are required. That is what we need to remember that one. So that is the reason some cases programs look like bigger one. So java.sql driven and driver managers. So these are all the required connection management class or interface. Next is database access. So if you want to access, this one is nothing but what? Only connection purpose, SQL, java.sql.connection, java.sql driver, java.sql driver manager. These are all the three things is required. You remember that? Java connection purpose, java.sql connection, driver management. Connection, driver management. These are all the three things required, you have to remember. Next is anyway, this is common, java.sql. That is what packages we are learning, so that we can be able to remember. Database access. Suppose if you want to access, we have to remember the following statements. Java.sql, that is common, dot callable statement and prepared statements, a result set and statements. So when you want to database access, these are all the things. So once you give the connections and interfaces what, so you can insert, delete, update all the statements and prepare the statements. So once you write the queries, you can be able to display the values. Result sets. So which way you want to display the result sets? Rows, columns, or directly the values, whatever it may be. So that is what the result set. So, and statements, java.sql.statements. So whenever you are writing the queries, the statements, that is what the SQL.statements. These are all the statements are required to give the database access of the classes or interfaces. So class either interface is nothing but what? Java.sql callable statements, java.sql prepared statements, java.sql result set, java.sql statements. These are all the two things, the four things is required: database access, interfaces. So next is, what are all the data types of the classes or interfaces? So what are all the data types? Interfaces in this one is nothing but what? Class interfaces, java.sql blob, java.sql globe, java.sql types. Next one is called the database metadata classes or interfaces. So in this one, whenever you are using the database interfaces, so here is we have java.sql database metadata, java.sql parameter metadata, java.sql result set metadata. These are all the three things is required database metadata whenever you are using. Metadata is nothing, or we can say data of data. Exceptions and warnings, classes interfaces. Exceptions and warnings classes interfaces is nothing but classes or interfaces is nothing but java.sql exceptions, java.sql is nothing but the SQL warnings. This is are the three statements is required for the exception and warnings. Next one is another one. One is called the java.sql. Another one is called the javax.sql. So this is called the advanced. So this APIs provides classes and interfaces for accessing the server side data sources and processing the data programs. So here is what JavaX packages is nothing but what? API provides the classes and interfaces for accessing the server side data sources and processing the Java programs. This is what we'll be doing the advanced one. So what are all the, it will be providing the classes and interfaces for accessing the servers. So here is, it will be providing classes, interfaces to access the server side data sources and proceeding the Java programs. That's what first one. Second one is called the JavaX SQL provides the following features. These are all the following features we'll be providing. One is called the data source. Second one is called the connection and statement poolings. Next one is called the distributed transactions and row sets. These are all the things we'll be providing the features of the javax.sql packages. So what are all the javax processing? Data source, connection and statement poolings, distributed transactions and row sets. So these are all the features, four features. One is called the data source, connection and statement poolings, distributed transactions and row set. Now let us see the one by one. Overview of the JDBC process. So JDBC process is nothing but what? These are all the steps to be followed. First, what will be happening? Loading the JDBC drivers. So when you are doing the connections, is the first one is called what? Loading the JDBC. Second one is what? Connecting to the DBMS. Second one is called the connecting to the DBMS. Third one is creating and executing the statements. So once you connection is over, you can create and execute the statements. So once it is over, that one processing the data, returning by the DBMS. Next one is called terminating the connections with the DBMS. Processing the data, returning by the DBMS. Next one is called terminating the connections with the DBMS. Terminating the connections with the DBMS. So these are all the three things. Obviously, software should work perfectly. First one, that is what the first one, loading the JDBC drivers. So once it is loaded, next is connecting to the DBMS. Once it is connection establishment, next you know that execute the statements. So whether the commands are working or not, insert, delete, modify, whatever statements. Next is we can process the data. Once it is commands, executions, once you do it, we can do it. That means this meaning is nothing but what? So wherever you are creating the table, there itself you can execute the statements whether it is working or not. Once it is working, then processing the data, returning to the DBMS. So next is terminating the connections with the DBMS. So finally, once it is over all this process, then we can exit. That is what they terminate the statements. So these are all the JDBC steps. Remember that one is first install the softwares, next is connecting the DBMS, next is execute the statements, next is processing the data and return to the DBMS. Next one is exit the statements. That is called the terminate the DBMS. These are all the 5 steps you have to follow when you are executing the database connections or database connections programs. Next one is called the, see here, basic JDBC steps. Right. So now the first one, once you begin that, first one, what you have to do, you import the java.sql packages. Basics when we are doing. So import java.sql packages. Next one is called load and register the drivers. Load and registers the drivers. Next one is called the create the connection objects. So what are all the objects are required to give the connections that you make it. Next is called the create the statements of the objects. So you have to create the objects, statement objects. Once it is over this, then you can execute the statements. Next, close the connections and come out of the programs. Already we had discussed whatever we had discussed today's class. Briefly, we can say this is what we have done it. So when you are executing the database connection related programs, once you start this, once you enter into the softwares, first whenever you are writing the programs, we know that what all the packages are required that you are downloading. Next one is called the load and register the drivers. So you have to load the drivers and registers. We have to execute the we have to check it out whether the drivers are there or not. Once the drivers are there, no problem. Otherwise, you have to install the drivers. Next is create the connection objects. That means what? First, you have to connection establishment. You have to do it in your program. So that means what? You have to set the path where the database is available. So port numbers, other things, 2 statements we need to execute. We have to write the connections. So connection establishment purpose, we need to write the some of the statements. Once you write the that one, what will happen? Create the statements objects. That means what? Your program will be executions will be starting from here. That is what will be happening. Next is execute the statements. You have to execute the statements, close the connections, end. So we can say simple way structure of the database connection programs. You have to begin, download the packages. Next is check the drivers. Once it is available, give the connections establishment. So drivers, once it is there, then only we can copy the path. That I will tell you how to copy the path. Then that connections, you have to give the connections establishment. Once it is connection establishment, programs code written, then we have to, as usual, you have to create the objects. And once created the objects, or once you write the methods for your programs, then obviously you can execute the queries or execute the programs. Once it is over executions, then you can come out of the terminate the programs. You can close the connection establishment. So then end of the programs. This is what the basics JDBC steps for your programs. So now popular JDBC driver names and database URLs. So here this is what the available. If you are using MySQL, com.mysql.jdbc drivers, this is required for your programs, but it is where it is available is nothing but here. JDBC MySQL hostname 3306/database name. So here it is available for this driver. Next, if you want Oracle, for that it is required oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle.driver. That is nothing but the JDBC, Oracle, thin at host name, port number, at database name. So these are all the things is required for your programs. DB2. DB2 is nothing but what? Com dot IBM dot DB2 dot JDBC dot net dot DB2 dot driver. So even if you are not remember this, you can try to write the code, you try to execute it, there it will show the error, these drivers are not available. Suppose if it is not available also, if you don't know also, no problem, but when you are executing, it will show the error. That is what will be happening. So this is available in the database URL format. JDBC DB2 host name, port number, which port number you have to, that I'll tell you how to check the port numbers also in your programs. It will be given port numbers in the database. So slash database name, which database you are using. So that is called the DB2. Sybase, com.sybase, JDBC Sybe driver, that is nothing but the JDBC Sybase TDS host name, port numbers, and database name. These are all the things required for the JDBC driver names and database URLs. So database connections. So database connections, we'll see the next class. What all the things is required? No problem, that one. Database connections, we'll see the next class. Now we'll see the briefly 1 or 2 questions I'll ask you. How many types of connections are available, or whatever we have learned it? Can you say, somebody? How many types of connections we have learned today? JDBC?
2.
Not packages, so drivers type.
4.
4, sir.
Huh?
4, sir.
4, correct, 4. So that is what the 4 is required. So that architectures we have seen and what all the drivers is required, I have entered it there. That is what we have seen. Next, JDBC packages, how many packages?
2 packages.
2 packages. That's what 2 packages. Somebody told last time only. What are all that? One is called Java dot
SQL, javax.sql.
Yes, Java dot SQL, and another one is called the Java dot Excel. So first one will be Java dot SQL, will be supporting for
Core Java.
core Java. JavaX dot SQL,
J2EE.
J2EE, right. It is what packages also required. Right. So some of the connections management, you see it. I'll send you the PPTs and what all is required to read it, because first day only remembering what are the classes methods bit difficult. I'll send you PPTs, you check it out. Okay, so let's stop the class. Yes, I'll take the attendance. Today 17/05/21 AJP 10:50. Right. Answer attendance 1. Answer attendance 1. 2. 3,
Present, sir.
4,
Yes, sir.
5,
Present, sir.
6,
Yes, sir.
7. What
Present, sir.
Arbas? After so many days you're attending. What happened?
Sir, family problem, sir.
Okay. Now, are you okay?
Yeah, sir.
Healthy?
Hmm.
Right, sir. 7,
Present, sir.
8,
Yes, sir.
9,
Present, sir.
10,
Present, sir.
11,
Present, sir.
12,
Present, sir.
13, 14,
Present, sir.
16, 16, 17,
Present.
Present, sir.
16 present or 17 present?
16 present, sir.
Okay, 17,
Present, sir.
okay, 18,
Present, sir.
19,
Present, sir.
20,
Present, sir.
21,
Present, sir.
22,
Present, sir.
23,
Present, sir.
24,
Present, sir.
25,
Yes, sir.
26,
Present, sir.
27,
Yes, sir.
28,
Present, sir.
29,
Yes, sir.
30,
Present, sir.
31, TD series 2,
Present, sir.
3,
Present, sir.
4,
Present, sir.
5,
5 present, sir.
6, 6, 7,
Present, sir.
8,
Present, sir.
9,
Present, sir.
10,
Present, sir.
11,
Yes, sir.
12,
Present, sir.
13, 13, 14,
Yes, sir.
16,
Present, sir.
17,
Yes, sir.
18,
Present, sir.
19,
Present, sir.
20,
Present, sir.
21,
Present, sir.
22, 23,
Present, sir.
right. Any doubt today's class? So second unit, second test, second and third. Do you got PPTs? I'll send it or not? Second unit and third unit. PPTs you're having or not?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll send it today, second and third. That is what the second test syllabus. Whenever you are free, you try to learn it. If you have any doubts, let me know. So second and third will be second test syllabus. Third one is fourth and fifth. That is what will happen. They are telling once it is reopened on offline only test will be conducting. So let us see. But anyway, don't waste your time. Please prepare. That's what from my side, my suggestion. Okay, I'll send it. So second, third, fourth together, I'll send it today. Shall we stop today's class?